Hey everyone, it's Biff here. Welcome to World of Tanks. Just wanted to record a highlight video of one of the best games I've ever had in my Hellcat. Um, this game was a lot of fun. Got a decent amount of damage. Um, so let's see how this plays out. So I've been playing World of Tanks on and off for almost a decade now. Probably my favorite tank is the Hellcat because it's the one I've probably spent most of my time in, especially when I first started playing. It was a gift tank. Rather difficult tank to play, especially if you're new to World of Tanks, simply because it's a bit of a higher tier. I think this is a tier, it's a tier 7 tank. So, the matchmaking for this can be bad at times. In this game, of course, the matchmaker did well. I have a top tier tank in this one, so it looks like I should have a good game. So, at least you hope. There's always other people on the other team who can be really good players, and you can show up with the matchmaking in your favor. Good tank, good crew, whatever, and still get your ass handed to you because the other team is just better than you. So, in this case, though, I was a little bit better than they were. So, which is rare for me, but yeah. So obviously not much is working in this position. The light tanks decided to go pretty much full on north. Not much I can do from that position to counter them, so I'm taking a safe spot here in the low ground to see if I can catch anything in that midfield. If that light tank decides to come up here, I can dip into cover into that river. And, hopefully if someone detects him coming under that bridge, I can get him. But as you can see, we did not take the city. So now the enemy's deciding to come out of the city and move aggressively towards our south spawn. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy there. So I got my first kill. Turns out that move to the valley here, or the river here, was a good one for me. So yeah, now I'm just keeping an eye on that LTG. And oh boy. I have one of these, the SMV CC56. I don't like it. The gun sucks. It's a really tough grind. I like the Basoto before it. The Basoto's a lot of fun to play. Kind of a trollish gun again, but yeah, it's still a lot of fun to play. I've had a lot of high damage games in that Basoto. The best thing about the Basoto, of course, is the stealth. Best thing about that SMVCC, whatever, is its armor. But the gun is just so bad. At least the stock gun. You have to work your way up, which I haven't done yet. So yeah, look at these heavy tanks just flowing out of the city. Switching to premium now. Unfortunately, I don't have a good gunner in this tank, which is surprising. Thankfully, the Hellcat's gun is pretty accurate for the most part. It's rare that I have any dispersion issues. So you can see here I'm double butching myself to try and get some shots in on this OI. And I got spotted anyway, so time to skedaddle. Thankfully the Hellcat is fairly fast, not very maneuverable. Okay, so I figured I was safe there. Pumped another shot in the OI. The OI's, yep, there we go. OI's dead. Ooh, T150. Ah, trolled me. Yeah, the gun's great, but like sometimes that it just doesn't hit. And especially when you're front onto a T150, especially when it's sloped like this, it's basically hull down. It's kind of hard to pen. So you can see like yeah, I tried to pen that upper plate there, which normally you can hit when it's straight onto you, but it's a little bit up. So oh, there we go. Got the lower plate on that one. So as soon as it showed as lower plate, I was able to hit it when my shot deviated. So, all right. So thankfully, one of my teammates there, the heavy tank, is knocking out that Italian tank destroyer. Great frontal armor on that thing. He must be shooting premium to get through that guy, because I don't think I could pen him, especially when it's hull down. Looks like pretty good gun depression on that tank destroyer too. I feel like it would be effective. There's some people who prefer to play armored tank destroyers. I prefer stealth and speed. That's why I like this tank. This is why I like the Vasoto. I also like the M10 RBFM. Those are my favorites. I like the glass cannons. I like hiding, camping a little bit. The Hellcat, though, I think has a big advantage over both of them. It's got okay stealth, especially if you have a good crew. But what makes this tank great, I think, is the speed and the accuracy of the gun. You can get the reload down quite a bit, you know, with some modifications and by carrying food. So, yeah, pretty good tank. I really love the Super Hellcat. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I've been playing it a lot lately because I've been trying to get the battle points on it. I have a lot of low-tier tanks, and they don't get the battle pass points. So, you know, I still have quite a few left to do with this one. So you can see here I'm double bushing, and again, this SMV CC56 has some good armor. Sometimes when it just angles a little bit towards you, it's hard to get a good shot off. So, especially when you're shooting standard. Now, the big downside of the Hellcat is it's got a decent rate of fire, like pretty good DPM. But the problem is you barely have any ammo. A lot of my loadouts in this tank, sometimes I don't even carry any HE because I just never found a reason to use it. Really, a good reason to carry HE would be to decap a base, maybe take out a light tank that's slightly armored, but even then, you know, the pen on an HE round is just not very good. So you're kind of gambling when you carry HE rounds and try to use them even against low armored targets. So I tend to, on this tank, keep at least 10 premium shells, and I try to fire them sparingly, you know, especially in matchmaking games like this, although as you can see I fired most of them off already, but you know, there's some heavily armored targets that I had when I was down in the valley there. So right now, given the position of the T-34 and the other SMV, I'm taking the long route around through the city just so that I can maybe flank these guys. You know, the T-34 is likely very well hidden or has moved elsewhere. No, I think I encounter him pretty soon here, actually. He's somewhere near the bridge. So, by the way, I really like the way this map is modeled. It's a nice looking map. Missed this, couldn't take a shot there, and I got detected. So time to move around a little bit, make sure that Artie doesn't get me. Artie's kind of a pain in this one. You'll see here in a moment. So trying to take a little bit of an angle on this guy and maybe shoot and scoot. So let's see, we'll detect him. Yeah, there we go. Take a shot. He got me once. So he can reload faster than me, and that gun is pretty damn good. So you can see, yep, there's the Artie. So I'm basically down to a 2-shot for the T-34. Yeah, so I got to be careful here how I manage this. Perhaps that wasn't a good move. Hoping that my teammates can maybe take him out here, but I think I'll end up getting him with one shot here. So there we go. My teammate got a shot, took him out. So that's 3 kills so far. Dang, Artie. Man, I probably could have survived this battle. Spoiler alert, I don't survive this battle, but it's a close game, and I'm pretty sure I carried this one, which is a rare carry for me. I'm not the best World of Tanks player, to be honest. Alright, so getting in the bushes here, seeing if I can spot anybody. I don't know where that E25 is. Obviously that billboard's there, and I don't have a lot of ammo. I don't want to take that out with a shot, you know, even with HE. And there we go. There's the Super Hellcat. I think I get a shot into him. I like that screen name, North Idaho. Alright, let's see. Okay, he's behind a tree, so I can take a shot, probably not get spotted. Yeah, didn't get spotted there. And unfortunately, he dips behind a building before I can get another shot off. So... Now, there's quite a few blind shots that I made here. The damage count is a lot better than what it looks like right now, and even then, this is still pretty good for me, especially in the Hellcat. The matchmaking isn't always great with the Hellcat, so I often end up in matches where I'm lucky if I get 1,500 damage, let alone 2,000. So yeah, but I got a lot more than 2,000 in this game somehow. There's quite a few blind shots. I think I landed on the OI earlier. maybe a couple on the one of the Italian tank destroyers. So, but yeah, part of being a tank destroyer is just being patient, trying to, you know, outspot the other team if possible. Now, I don't really have anybody helping me on this flank. You know, my arty is, you know, they're not hitting the W key, as they shouldn't. Honestly, they should, in my opinion, they should stay where they are so they can take shots if one of us taking up this flank spots someone. So I get kind of tired and bored here. We have to do something. We're running out of time. There's only about 5 minutes left. So I decided to kind of run around and through the valley here, or this trench, whatever you want to call it, and try to sneak up on that arty, take him out. No idea where that Super Hellcat is. Probably still up here, but you know, we'll see here in a moment. Alright, so arty should be in these bushes here, so I'm just kind of being as careful as I can. He'll probably spot me. Oh, no, I spotted him first. And it's just time to take him out. And yeah, I probably could have used HE for them, but, you know, again, it's just such a troll, you know, potential for trolling by RNG there with HE. Like, either one shot takes him out, or, you know, you're taking both your HE shots, and then he has a chance to get a shot off on you. So, you know, it's one of those things where you just kind of got to be careful. So, scanning for the Hellcat, which obviously is now no longer there when you look at the map. So the Tiger and I are probably going to go ahead and cap here. I'm going to try and get behind this building as much as I can, but still keep an eye out for, you know, the other teams. So they've got 2 TDs and an arty left. You got to be careful not to take out this building. Like, it'll still take some shots for you. So, you know, when you're capping and you have the opportunity to get behind a building, even if it's destructible, do it, because it'll definitely help you if they decide to take some shots. The building will take at least a couple shots before they get through to you. So yeah, it's time to wait now. Rather boring ending to this in a way, but you'll see here in a moment. The E-25 comes after me. I get a shot off on him. He bounced a shot. Then the Tiger took one. I was actually trying to get behind the Tiger. He has a lot more HP than I do. Not very much, but still more than I had. I was a one-shot, basically. So yeah, thanks to this Tiger here, Cthulhu Rogers. He had a good game. Really helped us out here. I was worried he was going to leave the cap circle there for a second, but it looks like he's just trying to get behind this building for some cover. Yeah, we should cap out. The Super Hellcat probably isn't fast enough, or the enemy Super Hellcat rather, is probably not fast enough to get out of that trench and get over here in time to decap. So, oh, but there he is, and the Tiger makes a good play here. He still stays in that cap, thankfully. You don't want to lose too much time, but yeah, it takes him out with a shot here. So yeah, we're gonna win this one thanks to the Tiger. Yeah, that's all she wrote. So thanks everyone for hanging with me here and watching the game.